Hillary Clinton just can't stop talking, and it's driving Democrats crazy because it gives Republican candidates so much explosive ammo for campaign ads. Democrats are crying foul, claiming she is not on the ballot, but how can Republicans resist when she keeps saying things like this? Quote, I won the places that are optimistic, diverse, dynamic, moving forward, and his whole campaign, Make America Great Again, was looking backwards. That quote was used by a Republican running for Senate in West Virginia, and who could blame him in a state where Trump beat Clinton by more than 40 points in 2016. So is attacking Clinton smart politics or looking backwards to the last election? Richard Goodstein was an advisor to the Bill and Hillary Clinton presidential campaigns, and author Kristin Tate writes a weekly column for The Hill. I thank you both for being here. Richard, I want to go to you first. Why not? I mean, every time Hillary Clinton speaks, she takes all the oxygen in the room, and what she says is so outrageous to most, I think, most Americans. That's my opinion. Why not keep doing it? Because, I mean, why not?
She didn't say anything in that speech, Jason, that she didn't say in her book. And since she wrote her book, which was published last year, Doug Jones won in Alabama, and Ralph Northam won record-setting margin as the Democratic candidate in Virginia. And Connor Lamb won in a district that Trump won by 20 points in western Pennsylvania, the
so
heart
are you
of Trump
suggesting
country.
That she needs to talk more? That she should keep going out there?
I'm saying that this notion that somehow or other she's tainting other Democrats is fantasy. It's fantasy of the same people. I'm not sure you're one of them who still want to kind of posit the notion that, well, maybe she might run again in 2020. She's not. She's old news. And it speaks to the emptiness of the agenda that the Republicans are running on, that they have to run ads against her. Sorry.
Kristin, what do you think? Should they keep doing this or not?
Yes. Republicans are running against Hillary Clinton because she's the face of today's Democratic Party. The Democratic Party of JFK is gone. Today it's the party of high taxes, amnesty for illegal immigrants, and disarming law-abiding citizens. It is the party of San Francisco, Baltimore, and Chicago, where crime has exploded and illegal immigration is basically just accepted. And make no mistake, Jason, all Democrats today are exactly the same, and that includes so-called moderates like Joe Manchin. They all vote lockstep, and not a single Democrat supported tax cuts for working Americans. Not a single Democrat supported the wall. Not a single Democrat supported the repeal of Obamacare. These are the values that Hillary Clinton represents, and she is the most well-known Democrat in America today. So yes, she is the de facto face of Richard's party, which has become completely out of touch with working class Americans, and frankly, has gone off the deep end.
All right, Richard, does that make your blood boil, or do you agree with all that?
You know, I'm saying bring it on, Kristin, because again, if what we're seeing, we have a president at historically low popularity ratings.
That's
right?
not true. Richard, come on.
Richard, he's higher than Obama's was at this point.
Well, hold on a second.
Term.
You both know at this point in his presidency, there hasn't been a president this unpopular as Donald Trump. Sorry.
I disagree.
Richard is lying on national TV. That is just not
maybe
true.
He's not, no, I won't go that far. I think he sincerely believes that. But anyway, regardless of a couple percentage points here or there.
And all I'm saying is that in every election, the enthusiasm that we saw starting the day after Donald Trump was inaugurated with that Women's March has carried through. Everybody thought, well, it might dissipate, but every election, the Democrats up 15, 20 points over whatever the prior election had been. And if anybody thinks that look, you know, Jason, better than anybody, that all these retirements of committee chairs in record numbers aren't happening against a backdrop of the Republicans feeling so gosh darn good about their prospects in 2018. Dozens of Republican incumbents are being outraised by Democratic challengers. That doesn't happen when things are so rosy as Kristin's painting.
Kristin, go ahead.
Okay, look, there is a lot of enthusiasm on the left, but that's in spite of Hillary Clinton, not because of her. And Hillary Clinton made it very clear what Democrats think of Trump supporters, that they are backwards deplorables. And here's the thing, Democrats who are up for re-election in states like West Virginia, where Trump won by 40 points, they're going to need some of these deplorables to vote for them. So the more vocal and visible Hillary Clinton is, the better it is for Republicans. And luckily for them, she doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut.
So let's put up a quote here. This is a quote from The Hill. Lloyd Green wrote this on March 28th. It says, while Clinton frustrations are understandable, she should get off the stage along with her dismal poll numbers. For Democrats, a vanishing Clinton allows them to break with the turbulence that marked the Clinton years, their aftermath, and Trump's win. The question is whether Clinton will give the Democrats the breathing room they need. It is, if past is prelude, don't bet on it. So my question, Richard, is who is the leader of the Democratic Party? Who's leading? And what policy? Name one leading policy that they're going to run on in 2018.
Well, first of all, here's your answer to the question. Who was the leader of the Republican Party at this point 4 years ago? Was it Paul? I mean, it was not anybody who ultimately ran for president.
No, I understand your point, right? But who is the leader? So when Hillary Clinton speaks, is she not still the leader of the Democratic Party?
No, of course not.
Is it Nancy Pelosi?
It's a combination of Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, frankly, and a lot of younger Democrats who are coming on the scene and speaking about a platform to help people where
so that platform, name one thing that the Democrats are going to drive forward in 2018.
Let me give you one example. Remember, Donald Trump said to the black community, support me, what do you have to lose? The answer, they could lose health care, they could lose Medicare, they could lose Social Security because of these ballooning deficits. So there's ways in which
you're going to run as a deficit hawk? You're going to run as deficit hawk?
Here's the platform that Democrats are going to run on, okay? Open borders, higher taxes, and not repealing Obamacare, which has been an epic failure. There is their platform. And who's the face of that platform? Hillary Clinton, whether they like it or not.
Somehow or other, the public's not quite where you are, Kristin. If the president's popularity numbers are any indication, and all these incumbent House Republicans getting out of the House. Look, Jason had a colleague who said to me recently, I got out undefeated and unindicted. Okay, and
hey,
I think a lot of these,
right.
and I think a lot of these Republicans are getting out while they can, with their dignity intact.
Richard and Kristin, thank you so much for being here.